to the feed. Hey, there I am. Look at me. Here we go, man. The sky is falling, day 2. I am not a doom and gloom person whatsoever, but man, is it tough. It's been a really rough day. I don't know what time it is here. It's only 3 o'clock. I still got a few more hours of suffering to go. Where do I start? My sales are tanked, man. There's nothing I can do about it. There's we're all in the same boat. But I had to make some tough decisions today, and it wasn't easy. Hi, Diane. It wasn't easy for me. It was. I've sent and called and done everything I possibly can with Amazon lending, and Amazon being Amazon. No response. No go pound sand. No, we're working on it. No, they just kind of discarded everything I've done to try and make it better. So today I laid everybody off. 100% of my employees are laid off. I spoke to every one of them. They all can collect unemployment. I'm not leaving them high and dry. It's not an easy task right now, guys. It's rough for me. The stress is manageable. I'll get through it. I'm drinking my coffee. I'm eating my sugar and not really worried about my diet at the moment. So I did lay them all off. They're able to collect. One already has an amount, when they're going to start getting a check, everything. I'm not leaving my employees high and dry. They will have money until they can start collecting. I will make sure of it, even if I have to take it out of my own personal pocket. I made it effective so that they have 2 more paychecks coming. To help offset that, I've stopped my paychecks. I'm not drawing a paycheck. Lori's pension carries us through. We're in Laughlin, Nevada. They were shut down. 6 hours notice. If you're not closed in 6 hours, we'll pull the plug for you, is basically what they said to the casinos. Any non-essential businesses, they just kind of laid the hammer out at 6 o'clock yesterday, midnight last night. It went dark. It's a ghost town here. The SBA, the Small Business Administration, puts out a list of who's allowed to apply for this financial relief, disaster relief information. I knew that I had to be in early to get all the documents. They ask for, my tax return, my corporate tax return is over 100 pages long. And then I have to file state income tax in, I think my accountant said I have 6 states that I file income tax returns in. So, it's a pretty large document. So I knew that I had to be on there as soon as they opened it. Well, New Jersey was one of the last states to be added to the approved list. And until you were able to click on your state, and they can tell by my federal tax ID, they would not allow me to apply. I finally was able to register today to apply. And I got my name in, and I got my company name in, and that's it. Every time I go to save the information, I get kicked out. I'm going to sit here and battle with this probably for the next 6 hours or so. I will get it done, even if I have to go take a nap and get up in the middle of the night and get it filed. guys, this is my vlog. This is really more about me coming back a year from now, 5 years from now, looking at it and going, wow, man, this is how we got through this. This is what happened, that we didn't make it. I don't know what's going to happen. The information, if you're following this closely, the information is changing minute by minute that they're putting out. My wife and I, and I'm sorry, it looks like I'm looking up. I'm looking at the screen, but the camera's down here. I got a real bad setup. I guess I'm going to have to change that. I've tried to put it, let me see. Can I put it up here and do that? That's probably a little better for you. It's been a very trying day, guys. I'm not normally a doom and gloom person. For those of you that know me, know that I'm grumpy, but I'm usually not doom and gloom. I'm usually get off your ass and get to work and do something. Well, today it's been hard for me to get off my ass and do anything. It's been the stress and the depression have set in. It's the unknown. I can deal with anything. Hell, I was homeless when I started this, so it doesn't bother me to have to start over or anything. I can deal with anything. Just tell me. But Amazon being Amazon, they're not putting out any information. And I'm not the only one. There's thousands and thousands of people with these loans. Some are much bigger than mine. I know people that have $1 million loans. They're lucky. The people I know happen to be lucky because they are in baby and their products are flying right now. Mine are non-essential. I'm 100% shut down at Amazon. I cannot ship anything in. It is, it's not, guys, I'm trying here with this camera thing. All right, let's see. How's that look? Probably a little better. So it's, it's just, it is what it is. I cannot ship anything in. I can't ship anything in. What I have in FBA is what I have. I can't raise the price to slow the sales, because if I raise the price, then I'm price gouging. I am just, and you have to understand, anything I list right now goes into my business checking account. I can't put it, I can't merchant fulfill. There's nothing, I have nothing to merchant fulfill. My product is in Amazon. It's not that I don't have product. My sales have tanked. I sell a product that nobody needs right. Nobody wants my product right now. I understand that. I'm not upset about it. It's a fact of life. I have a very evergreen business. The problem with being evergreen is, unless that disaster was around my product, nobody needs it. Nobody wants it. I sell, half my business is business to business, and they're closing the businesses that I sell to. One after another, shutting their doors and sending their employees home. And I don't want to be doom and gloom. I want you to take something positive away from this. Know that no matter what, when I get up in the morning, I'm going to work. My wife will tell you, I've sat here all day. I went to the store, picked up some things we needed to try, survive a few more days. I am going to fight the crowds of Walmart tomorrow. There's some things I can't get local. I'm going to have to drive over to Walmart. And I know the shelves are going to be bare. I know the people are going to be real nasty. But it is what it is. I'm going to have to, buckle down and kind of bite my tongue and get in and out of there as quickly as possible. Now, the thing with my employees is they know that if things turn around, I'm calling them all back. You got to understand, this is my family. Most of them are my family, related to me somehow. A brother, a sister, a daughter, a sister-in-law, whatever it is. These people a lot of them are related to me. And I had to lay them off. It's hard. This was an instant thing. If your business did not stop instantly, you're lucky. I had a couple of products I found over the weekend that were Corona related, a grocery item, and it sold very well. But I'm in the middle of the desert. It's not like I can go RA and get more stuff. It's just what it is. I'm going to do what I got to do and see what happens. They'll, the SBA loan, it will probably take me, because I can't even get to sign in at the moment. It'll probably take me most of the night to get that filled out. It's very frustrating. I will probably end up yelling, cussing, and screaming. There's nothing for me. There's no place for me to go. I'm in Laughlin, Nevada. And if you've ever been here, it is a row of casinos. It's a row of casinos on the Colorado River. And every one of them is dark. Every one of them is closed. Every parking lot is empty. That would be cool. A Corona discount and folks are getting oil changes. I kind of like that, except for oil and lube shops here are closed. They're not open. They can't be open. Essential businesses only. You have to be a drugstore, a grocery store, a gas station, or a takeout restaurant. You are not allowed to go into the restaurant. If they do not have a drive-through window, they must bring the food out of the restaurant to your car. You cannot enter their establishment to pick it up and take it out. It's a lockdown here. It's not fun. It's very eerie. I went out to the grocery store. This place is normally very busy and bustling, and it was a ghost town. There was no traffic. It's very quiet. So for me, it's tough. Diane, I'll pray for you. She said she's in the epicenter near Kirkland, Washington. I know there's people out there with it worse than I am. This really isn't me crying and I don't want your sympathy. This isn't what this is. This is really for me to look back on a year from now and see how I handled it. Did I do it right? Did I do it wrong? Did I jump the gun on laying my employees off? Am I going to have to call them Friday and say, come back to work? I don't think so. I think this thing with Amazon, I don't think I'm going to be able to ship until April 15th. If you want my guess, it's going to be the middle of April before I can ship a product then. And my inventory is going to be stressed. My company's going to be stressed. I'm hoping by then to hear something from the SBA. I don't need their money by then to continue. We are financially stable. But it won't be much longer after that I'll need to know which way's up. Guys, if you're running a business, you can't think about today. If I was only worried about today, or if I was only worried about this week, I have payroll met. I have all my bills paid. I have the Amazon loan paid. What I'm talking about is 6 to 8 weeks from now. All right. What's going to happen if I continue to burn through what money I have? What's going to happen? I think I'm staying right where I'm at, Paper Dragon. I'm not thinking about moving anything. I actually kind of like that it's getting more and more like a ghost town here. It's less and less likely of the virus being spread. For you, those of you that don't know, my wife doesn't drive. She's chosen not to drive. She's deaf in one ear and blind in one eye. And I asked, the question I asked was, where's the best place for us if I get sick? What happens if I get sick, guys? Where she doesn't drive. She wouldn't even know how to start this rig. And I'm not. My wife knows that I'm not beating her up. She knows that I love her very much, but she doesn't know. And the reality of it is what happens if I get sick? So what happens? It's okay. We'll listen. We will make it. God has a plan. God will be glorified through this. I truly believe that. My faith is starting to kick in. I knew it would. I knew I was going to struggle in the beginning, but I knew eventually I would fall on my knees and pray and find that strength of my faith to carry me through this. And it's starting to come through. The first thing I said was glory be to God. When I was able to go on to the SBA, I was checking. My wife will tell you, I was checking every hour to see if New Jersey was listed because I am a New Jersey corporation. I got up last night and I snuck on the computer and I checked to see if New Jersey was listed because I had sat up and filed. I'm going to do what it takes. But it's tough. It's tough. It's stressful. It's, man. And like I was saying, Amazon is not making it any easier. They're putting the pressure on us to supply them with what they need. Understand that they could care less about us. They need to look like the hero in this. So they need groceries and they need baby supplies and they need this. And that's why they limit you to only those items. And they know that you will be out there doing what you got to do to gather them, to put them in a box, to ship to them. And then they're going to make you send them to 3 shipping centers because you only have 16 of them instead of 18. They are ruthless. The one thing I am learning through this is they are in this for one thing. Themselves. When I come out of this and I get out of this Amazon loan, I don't care if they offer me the world. I am not taking another loan from them. Know that everything I'm doing right now is because of that Amazon loan. Yes, it helped me grow to this size, but because of that loan, I have to make a lot of tough decisions. If I didn't have that loan, I could get by on the sales that I'm currently making. The only thing I need the money for is to pay that freaking loan. So with that, guys, understand that I'm praying for each and every person that watches me. I'm praying for all my friends and enemies that are in Facebook that buy and sell for a living like I do. It is a rough time for us. If you are able to send in stuff to Amazon, God bless you. Do it. I can't. For me to go out, for me to try and pivot to do RA, it would destroy anything that I could possibly do. And then I got to try and pivot back to a mess that I'm going to have when we're finally open. Know that we will, as a country and as a group of friends that pull together, we will get through this. This is not, this is a long, drawn out thing. It's going to be, there's going to be rougher times and there may be a little bit of easier times, but together is how we're going to get through this. Remember, guys, I'm praying for you and I hope that you pray for me. With that, all I could say is get off your ass and go to work. Well, maybe you need to stay home and not work. Work at home. You can't go running around. God loves you and God bless. I'll be back tomorrow with another update. Lord only knows what's going to happen between now and then, but I'm ready for the adventure. To God be the glory. Amen.